Good morning. So today we are in Miseno. We arrived here on Friday afternoon. We spent a day here and we are heading off today towards the Amalfi coast, towards Salerno, where we'll spend a few days before the weather starts turning and we head to Agropoli. However, we're gonna stop in Salerno because we've got easy access links to Pompeii and Vesuvius and everything else there. So it's gonna be a 40-mile-ish trip today. We're just getting ready. Chris got diesel this morning. We're just gonna walk the dogs, take excess of trash out, and then we're gonna be on the way.
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome aboard our floating home Ragdoll. I'm Daria, this is Chris, and that's Jasper, and these are our three seaworthy dogs, Hachi, Luna, and Mimi. We're just an ordinary family navigating life one sail at a time. In June 2023, we left Scotland behind with no plan to return. We live, sail, and work full-time, all while cruising Europe, for now. Every wave tells a story, and every sail brings us closer to the unknown. We invite you to be part of our adventure as we share our experiences, insights, and the ups and downs of living life on a boat. So, sit back, relax, enjoy, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Doggies walked. It's time to go back to Ragdoll and get ready to go.
Meems is really cool. It's a bay. You can see it's like a really black volcanic sand, and it's only maybe about a metre deep throughout. And they store their boats like this. There's just on row after row of them on 4.5 moorings. And there was last couple of weeks ago there was even more. Like this whole space out here was full of it, because they've been taking them out in Agropoli, and it's like row after row of truck with a high ab crane just pulling them in and out. It's really cool. Great way to get on the water, I guess. This must be the local flavour of getting access to the water.
And that would be the said volcanic sandy ash.
Yeah, look at it. So we really ought to do a full process film of this, but we've done a dinghy crane setup, so you can see the two falls to the dinghy here. So that lifts the dinghy. You can lift the dinghy with the outboard on it. We prefer the big heavy outboard to be on the boat, so there's less stress on the arch. Handle quite a big outboard with this dinghy crane. Yeah. It takes a lot of the effort out. At this point, a bit of room, and I can just flip them up and in. Works a treat.
Our anchor is also up now, and we are getting ready to leave Miseno Bay. So we've got our route plotted. We have 39.6 miles to go today, and we're going to go all the way across the Amalfi coast. We might stop somewhere on the way if there's an anchorage that we all fall in love with, but the general plan is to head to Salerno, which is exciting. If that's not a sign that we need the catamaran, I don't know what is. We've just put the main sheet out to stabilize things a little bit and hopefully do some motor sailing, as the wind is definitely not conducive to sailing today, but that should improve the rolling a little bit.
To get any better than that, according to me, we're best humans and out on the foredeck for lovies.
All together as always, all this boat, and we sit in the same 2 square meters. How gorgeous is the Amalfi coastline? exciting. So excited. So excited. Come here, Bob. Good boy. And we're arriving in Salerno. There's a little anchorage right next to the marina here. It's the marina. And we're gonna anchor over here. You can see a couple of yachts. Where are we going today?
Pompeii.
What's Pompeii?
It's a location where a volcano killed all the people and turned them to stone, and the mussels retracted because they got so dried out and they got dehydrated.
Well, that was a long story short. So we've just walked the dogs. Chris went to take them back to the boat. We are going to leave this dinghy here in this little dock, and then we are off to the train station. We're going to Pompeii.
Oh, that's the photo.
Admiring bigger things, are we?
Gladiator shit there.
What are you doing?
Was used for Greek, not for the opera, was called Odeon. Odeon means sing.
These are real.
This is Sparta. We're in this amphitheatre and I reckon a good rendition of Robbie Burns' Tiamus would be the perfect thing to entertain all the Italians and tourists.
Garum. The garum was the sauce obtained by fermented fish. And Strabone, he wrote, they had also some leaves of mint for the better bread of the time. The pan on top, and the place where they put it, the grain, the store for storing for the wood. Sometimes with this Ateone, the goddess of the hunt. Ateone was a hunter, and Diana, the goddess of the hunt. Diana was inside in two different moments. She was first here, you can see the shape of the woman. She was naked, without dress, and she was having a bath. Ateone was in the wood for the hunt, and
People's heat. That's Jimmy. There's Bill. Roman Bob.
original architectural elements, broken pieces. They are not so important found inside the house. They are not so important to preserve them inside the museum. Have a look at beautiful decoration. Okay, the same system to connect the rainwater. An original table, cartibulum was called.
Imagine drinking from lead pipes.
Using lead.
Well, you can actually see the calcification that would have built up on the inside of it.
And the Roman Empire. Called the House of the Ephebus. Ephebus was the statues, bronze statues found inside. Sometimes, if we found a description on the stamp giving the name of the owner, the houses are called like the owner, but sometimes not. And the houses were called by the archaeologists in according of what important they found inside a garden, because they were particular
House of prostitutes.
parties.
Cool.
Male prostitute and female prostitute, and the entrance was allowed also to the women. The sport life was very short. They got young, and they got men introduced to the sex. And when they got the beer, they were ready to old. Why they were called Vespasiani? Vespasiano was an emperor, weren't invented by him because he was an emperor, but he did something. There is a famous sentence: "Is pecuna non olecto." In English, is money doesn't smell. Why money doesn't smell? Because bravo, because the tax toilet. He invented the business inside all the empire. Okay, you want to go to the toilet, you have to pay. Okay.
And last but not least,
I've not seen it. I don't think we're... Panic gases, when they're not deadly, they smell like rotten eggs.
And the smell of rotten eggs. Whoa. The Scottish Vesuvius goat. Smells like you farted. Again. We're here. Hop. We were anchored all way over there when we first came in. Exciting.
A couple of punch repair kits.
Italia!
So we visited Pompeii and Vesuvius here while we've been in Salerno, and today we are heading off to Agropoli, which is about 20 miles south of us. We'll probably take about 4 hours to get there, so we are having a nice afternoon sail. Kendra and Esperance, our other buddy boats, have joined us today. They're doing Pompeii and Vesuvius trips tomorrow, and then they'll be coming down to Agropoli as well to catch up and hang with us for a little bit. So as soon as the weather window appears to move on again from there, we'll go, but that moment stands to be seen. Got a bit of southerly weather coming for a couple of days, so it looks like we might possibly hanging out the entire weekend in Agropoli, but we'll see what happens, we'll see how it goes. It's a lovely, very, very flat yet warm day, so I think we'll be probably motoring, but we gotta make progress because we got places to be. Find out why in due time. But yeah, and we're underway. Bye Salerno. Bye Salerno.
Bye Salerno!
Around 8 miles to go. We are motoring, there's no sailing, there's no motor sailing to be done. It is very gloomy out here. It reminds us of a Bristol Channel crossing when we were leaving the UK. It's very foggy, it's just dead, eerily calm, but we're making some miles, making progress in the right direction, so we'll take it. So we are just approaching Agropoli. It's around 7 p.m. But we got dinner ready to serve when we eventually get there. Just gotta do some pasta. I'm just trying to get a grasp on our surroundings as to where's what. The entry, the marina, and to the anchorage that's next to us quite well, it's not small, but it's on the smaller side and it's quite shallow, so just kind of getting a good grasp on it. Make sure we don't hit anything silly on the way in. It's a cool boat anchor there. Two big ass red lights. Whew, got the anchor locker organized and good to go. My drippy dropper ready to go. I have to say, it looks like a beautiful little spot. There's only one boat in the anchorage, so we'll have plenty of space for us. What a beautiful view to have at anchor. I love it. So we've only got about 18-ish meters of chain out. It's a very shallow anchorage. There's Not all that much room, but seemed to be fairly decent holding. We bit in pretty much instantly. It's a bit soupy looking. It's not quite clear, but we'll see in the morning. We should go cook some pasta and have our bolognese, hey? Yes, Daria, my almighty wife. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and till next time.